long. It's like one of those slow-mo things. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm really stoned! I'm really stoned!
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna.
My name's Erinn. And my body is female and almost 21 years old.
How old is your soul, Erinn?
It's eternal.
Standing edge of a 6-story building, the crowds are gathering at my feet.
Honey! Come home with me! Rise and look out on my bedroom floor!
How many times a day did you used to do drugs?
At least 3.
Come on, Erinn.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know the exact. I was too gone.
Erinn, what are you smoking, Erinn? I hope it's just a cigarette. I mean a joint.
Cigarette? Me? Smoking cigarette?
Hot.
And where did you live before you lived again?
In a really gross flat.
With what sort of people?
They were alright.
At Warrior Street, everyone in that house was really, really bad for it. Not just Erinn, but Erinn was in the whole drug freaking thing.
How often a day did you smoke?
All day, every day.
Okay, so yeah, I used to basically, I didn't sleep all day, but I used to lie around all day and mope. Be emo, write emo songs, and be depressed.
Erinn's music, I actually really surprisingly liked Erinn's music, like Data Boy stuff and all that. It was actually like, I don't know, kudos to her, man. I thought it was pretty cool. I would go and see her because I actually wanted to hear it, not just because I was like, alright, I'll support you.
When Erinn was a girlfriend to people, would you say she was a faithful girlfriend?
No, Erinn was not a faithful girlfriend at all. Not at all.
How so?
Well, going on my experience alone, she cheated on me, but I was a little bit younger then. Erinn has a really good way of twisting things around to her advantage, though.
Did you used to be celibate?
No.
I remember when Erinn cheated on me, and I was like, well, I have to dump you, don't I? Like, I was trying to do the right thing, like, by thing. And it just got so twisted around in there, and I remember it, and I ended up just, like, still being with her because I realised that I had done something wrong. Not too sure what that was to this day. But no, I had done something wrong. It was just, yeah. Like, but yeah, she's changed a hell of a lot.
Exactly do you live?
Here?
Help me out here, Erinn.
In a yoga centre.
What's a yoga centre?
A place where you do yoga, particularly back to yoga.
How did you end up here?
Kind of a mix between my own brain and my own mind, should I say, actually. My mind kind of falling within itself, spontaneously combusting, and my flat just driving me nuts.
I don't know, you couldn't survive in a house like that for very long because of like the addiction, and that turns people into users. Drugs hard out.
How do you feel about drugs now, including alcohol?
Don't need them. It basically drove me crazy. And so I was kind of in that state, yet also coming along here, because I used to come on the Sunday nights, which because I like playing music and I love the food.
Erinn kind of just disappeared and started going to Krishna all the time. It started out for the food, and then it was for the girl, like Guru, I've forgotten her name. And then she started kind of chopping up cabbages and stuff like that, and getting more serious, I guess.
Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare.
How long have you lived here?
8 months.
Okay, what do you do now?
I do quite a lot actually. In fact, yeah, Vishama and I were talking the other day, we work basically 10 to 12 hour days.
Cleanliness is next to godliness. Did you get that? Did you get that? Now you've got me on camera shy.
Do you get paid?
No, it's a charity organisation.
What's that mean?
That means we don't get money from external sources, except that people pay for our services, like they come do yoga. And yeah, and we do food at the university.
What sort of responses have you got from friends and family about your change?
Positive response, because they can see that I've changed for the better and that this process actually works.
How has your character changed?
I don't know. I'm not one to judge. I suppose it has, because I'm trying to cultivate good qualities as opposed to like just being an angry egg.
So what do you do during the day, like exactly?
I get up in the morning. I get to get up at 4 AM so I can be in the temple room by 5 to chant, and I do some meditation just called Japamala, which is on beads. We chant the Hare Krishna mantra. So the Maha mantra is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna is non-different to his name, qualities and pastimes. So actually when we chant this name, we're actually connecting to Krishna himself as the supreme whole. And then after we chant 16 rounds, then we perform kirtan. Kirtan's like, it's music basically, and we do that for an hour. And then we've got Bhagavatam class, which is based on Srimad Bhagavatam.
Are you allowed relationships?
Well, I'm practicing to be celibate, so relationships would just hinder that practice. So I generally avoid them.
What do you think of Erinn's new celibacy vow?
Didn't know she had one. Yeah, that's cool.
Could you have a relationship since you got to?
Friendships, yeah, but that's not what you're inferring.
Do you think that Erinn's celibacy vow will last?
Oh, I don't know. From my memories of her, I don't see how it possibly could. But if it's to do with this whole new Hare Krishna thing, it might just be part of the whole big thing for her. Like, she's given up a lot to be in with that kind of crowd. I wouldn't be surprised.
Would you say you still had a sexuality?
No, technically, because from then I've got a knowledge that I'm not actually the body. If you want to act in the mode of goodness, then that's celibacy, in which case you're not heterosexual or homosexual, you're neither.
Everything about her is kind of like phases. Like, everything she does is almost like she'll be to one extreme or the other, and she'll just replace it continuously, so it's always like an extreme. She's a real big extremist.
Is this a Hare Krishna phase?
No. Krishna consciousness is more than an imposition on the mind.
or even if it is a phase, I hope that she gets the good out of it and she carries on like being in that kind of place. To be quite honest, and as much like bad mouthing as everyone's like, oh, Erinn's in the Hare Krishna surprise, I think it's probably the best thing that she's actually ever done. She is the most healthiest I've ever seen her in like a long time.
Any last words?
No, man. Should read this book. That's my last word.